Hello everyone. So you'll have recently received an email from the ETB notifying you that from the 3rd of September, you will be required to log into your account with MFA or multi-factor authentication. So in this video, I'm aiming to help explain what MFA is and how to make the most of it. So multi-factor authentication, or sometimes it's called two-factor authentication, is a way of securing your account by requiring two pieces of identifying information to log in. The first will be your password, and the second will be a range of options, the most common of which would be to receive a code via SMS to your phone number. So the reason MFA is implemented should be pretty obvious. Passwords are very easily compromised. People tend to use the same username and password combinations across multiple sites. So if one site gets compromised, it can get access to many accounts. And the other thing is that if someone gets access particular to your email account, they can often reset banking, etc. by issuing forgot password links and get into loads of different accounts. So MFA or two-factor authentication will prevent this happening, because even if someone has your password, they still cannot access your account. So if your mobile phone has been registered with the ETB previously and you go to log in recently, you'll see that you'll have received a text and SMS code that you need to enter. You'll also notice that it gives you the option of saving that second credential for up to 90 days on the device. So a feature of the MFA is that multi-factor authentication is that you can remember that device, so you don't have to enter it every time. But if you go to a new device, a new laptop or new desktop you haven't used before, then you need a second credential. So the thing is, in our school, we don't have mobile phone coverage everywhere, so the SMS is not always the best choice. So I'm going to look at some other options here. So I've already got my phone set up. So when I log into my account here, I'm going to look at how to add some other authentication options by going to my name up here and then View Account. You'll see the sections load here, and in Security Info, I'm going to click on Update Info here, and you'll see my sign-in options appear. So my mobile phone is registered there. I've just obscured it. It's not actually 555. But also I've registered my Google Workspace email, my school email, so that will be an option. Of course, if I'm logging into a machine and I don't have my phone to hand, that's not useful either, because I need to log into the machine to check that email. So I'm going to look at probably one of the more interesting authentication and most common authentication methods you're seeing now, which is to use an Authenticator app. The big advantage of an Authenticator app is that it works offline, and you can add multiple accounts. So if you're ETB and you're Amazon, Google, etc., you want to add multi-factor authentication to all of them, your Authenticator app can have them all in one place, and it will work offline as well. So there are a few different apps you can use. Microsoft have their own Authenticator app. Google have one. I'm going to use a third-party one called Authy on Android, but they all kind of work the same way. You go to Add Method, and you can see these three options here. I'm going to use the Authenticator app option and click Add. So it'll tell me to either download the Microsoft app or go into whichever app you're going to use, which I'm using Authy, and go set up an account. So a lot of the option to add an account, and I'm going to add it. And then you add it by scanning the QR code. So I'm just going to click here. I'm going to use a different Authenticator app, and I'm going to click Next. I get my QR code. I trigger the scan button here on my phone. It's looking for the QR code, so I'm going to sync it now. And what happens then is it registers the account, and then my phone and the ETB servers will start generating synchronized passcodes, which will change every minute or so. So you'll see there's a little timer up at the top of the screen. So when I go to log in, it'll look for, I can choose the Authenticator option, and I can put in this code. And if you're kind of running low, you might wait till the next number comes through. And this will work even if your phone is offline, because the exchanging algorithm, it's encrypted, and they'll sync. So every minute or so, you'll see, whoops, my phone went to sleep, but the code has changed and will keep changing every minute or so. And the advantage of the Authenticator app is you can add your Amazon, all your other stuff there as well. And particularly, I would say, any administration accounts or anything that's going to have access to student data, you definitely need to have multi-factor authentication under, which is why the ETB accounts would have multi-factor authentication as well. It's just too easy for passwords to leak. So I hope this helps you understand. And you'll see there, actually, just to confirm it, I need to enter whichever code is there. And the beauty is these codes to change all the time, so even if it's in a video, it makes no difference. So now the Authenticator app is another option for me to log in. So now I can use my Authenticator app, but if if something went wrong there, I could use my mobile phone. And if I left my phone at home and I didn't have my Authenticator app, some of the Authenticator apps like Auth, you can have on multiple devices. Then I could revert to my CCO email. So what I found actually is, if your phone is out of charge and stuff, and you have an SMS and an Authenticator app on just your phone, then you can be in trouble. So I hope this helps, and if you have any questions, get in touch.